know that array is a sequential organization of elements. To overcome its sequential nature, we are using it as an ADT, means we are shifting to the dynamic mechanisms of these array elements. So till now we are knowing about the array, like array is an homogeneous set of elements. Then array elements will be stored in a contiguous memory locations. Next, we will have to see how its elements will going to be represented. There are two types of representation of the array elements, that are, first, that is the row measure, and second is the column measure. In the row measure, how elements are represented in the row wise fashion, means like this, but in column mechanism, elements are stored like vertical locations, means in a columnar fashion. In the task of address calculation, we will have to calculate address of any element or address of any memory locations element according to the two mechanisms, that are, first is the row measure and second is the column measure. See here, one formula is given. We will have to calculate any one element's memory locations using these formulas. This is for row measure and this is for column measure. So what is the formula? Consider it is like a mathematical formula: b plus I minus L1 into U2 minus L2 plus 1 into S plus J minus L2 into S. We have to see the basic meaning behind these all simple terms. Means, what is the B? B is known as the base address, which will be given to you at the calculation of any values address. So it will be uh, find us, means we will find it in the given program or problem. Then one value is U2 minus L2 plus 1. This is the specific value used to denote the number of columns, so that number of elements in each row. Number of columns means number of elements in each row. S is the number of bytes taken to store each value in a element. So remember it as a number of bytes. Then which are the meaning behind these simple terms, means I, L1, U2, L2. See, suppose if you have given element like A of 3, 4, and you have to calculate the memory address or the address using row wise mechanism of this element, then by earliest mechanisms you all are knows that first for row and second for column indexes are there. Means, suppose you have to use this value, then these values are start from 0 to 2, means 0, 1, 2. These are the three values. So 0 will be your lower bound for the rows. Okay, means it will be denoted by L1, and 2 is the upper bound denoted by U1 for the row. Similarly, if 4 is the column value, then it will be going from 0 to 3, means it covers the 4 elements. Then it will gives us columnar values, means first provides us, as we have covered here L1, then here L2 will be there, as we have covered here U1, then here U2 will be there, and these all are representing about the columnar values. Means going through this mechanism for solving any variables address calculation, first value gives you the L1 U1 pair, second value gives you to the L2 U2 pair. Similarly, which value we have to take for I and J, this will be calculated using the new, means this is the base address or the base value or array's basic address. Then suppose you have to calculate the values for A of 1 2, then I will be 1 and J will be 2. Similarly, these all considerations are applicable to the column measure representation, and in this only some minor changes are there. Means here in this formula I minus L1 is there, then here J minus L2 is there, here U2 minus L2 plus 1, there is a U1 minus L1 plus 1, and so on. These are the some basic changes. We will take one simple example to analyze or study this mechanism. Means we will take one example to calculate one address for any variable. So consider one example. Each element of the array data 2050 requires 4 bytes of storage. Listen it carefully and we will write down some basic terms like elements of array data, means they have provided like data 2050. By using this value we are getting the value of L1 U1 L2 U2. Okay, means here it will go from 0 to 19, it will from 0 to 499. It requires 4 bytes of storage. 4 bytes of storage means here they have given the value of S, that is the 4. Base address of each data is 200, means they have provided us the base address, that is the 2000. Consider one case here that if at the exam time they have not provided us the base address, you can take it by your own and mention it in that case. Means we are taking B as, then this value will be considered and will be carried forward. Then the base address is provided as 2000. Determine the location of data, means we have to find the location of data 10 10 when the array is stored by both row measure and column measure. Here this is the value for I and this is the value for J. As we had seen before some time, the row measure and column measure forms. For row measure calculations, we will take the formula as B plus I into B plus I minus L1 into U2 minus L2 plus 1 into S plus J minus L2 into S. So this is the basic formula for the row measure representation. We will put all these above values in our formula, like B is having 2000 plus I minus L1, I is the 10, L1 is the 0, then into U2 is what, 419 minus L2 0 plus 1 into S is what, 4 bytes plus J minus L2 is what, J is here 10 minus L2 is 0 into 4. So by solving all these terms we will get the answer like 4040 for these row measure calculations, and by applying the same data for the column measure representation, then for column measure we will get the answers like 2840. Means by using such values and using this address calculation mechanism for row measure and column measure, we will get the idea about how to calculate any newer location data values memory address.